Yep, another unboxing. Moshow Black Edition. I don't know, Moshow's quality is great. I want to give them a shout out. I got the Black Lancelot Ash Knight. Now I got Cheng Hou. Let's get into this unboxing. What I did, you'll see on the channel, I uploaded a nice short for this guy that showed a lot. You know, I don't like the original color like I was saying, but the black one here, I don't know, it drew me to it. I had no intention of ever getting this guy. I didn't even know they made the black one. I was just online, and I happened to see it, and I was like, wow, this thing is so cool. Like I said, he's really badass. The pistons here, look at this. Back. This kind of gives me like the Lancelot vibes. Again, Lancelot has the pistons here as well. So I wanted something that matched with the whole Moshow aesthetic that I was putting together. But yeah, this guy's really, so far, so good on this. I'm going to put together his backpack. He has the wing accessories here. I'm not going to do the shoulder cannons. Like I said, there's a lot of reviewers out there doing that. I actually just want to keep him a little more simple, a little more sword-based. So my only dilemma is, I don't know if I want to use... So you see? You got the big sword here. Into the two... you know, light blades, I guess you could call them. So that's kind of... I don't know if I want to go that or the big sword. I think I might go big sword on him because it does look cool. Oh, without the middle piece. Let's just see how it looks. Oh, that's kind of sick. Yeah, if you don't want that middle piece in and you just want him to go around with a tuning fork. I don't know. Maybe I might go with that. We'll see. All right, I just threw the backpack on. I'll do kind of one step at a time so we can see how it's going here. So we got that backpack. That looks pretty cool so far. I'm going to stay with that. I'll rock it. All right, these bad boys. These little fist claw. They have some articulation on them. They look like they spread out, but I don't want to go too far. Okay. These will go right in. Probably be easier just to do it this way. Pulled off the arm. Connect it right in. Put it right on. All right. I like he has the gold. It looks good. So you can see that his shoulders are not, they look a little skimpy. They're not over-engineered because they have these. So when you add these, it's going to bulk out the shoulders. Quick side note here, if you pull this piece off, there's the battery compartment with the lights. Looks like a little UFO. You can see that there's this on one side and not the other. So I'm trying to figure out, I think this goes on, I don't know if it goes like this, on these go on top, or if it goes on the right or left and this goes on the bottom, but I'll figure it out. They look to be pointing down. So it'll go, if the robot's facing you, it's going to go this way, and I'll show you. Where I pulled these claws out, we'll just call them the claws, whatever. There's a wire that he comes with, these cables. So you can attach these cables to make it look like these are shooting out. It's a cool little feature. I want to show you this because there's a lot to go through. I had to open this up because I know there's a bunch of different ways. Look, you can just do a backpack without the jetpack so he can have the sword. That's more of the look I'm kind of going for, just swords, not really guns or anything like that. You can do the double sword hookup so he can hold, I think, both of the double swords, that looks like. Backpack. That would go to like his tail, whatever that's called, on his ass. And then you can do the gun backpack with the sword. So you can kind of have it switched up how you want. That's what I like about Moshow. They let you explore and kind of do what you want. So here's the full setup for like the jet / sword backpack. So you can make 2 half of thick swords. See that? It doesn't tell you really in the directions that you can do this, but I kind of like that. But if I'm going to have him use a backpack, you have to put those middle pieces in if he's going to hold. If he's going to hold it, this is cool. Like a 2-handed pose on that sword. That would be unique because nobody has that. And then just a bunch of like different little things. So again, you don't have to have the wings hooked up. You can do a sword backpack. This is kind of cool. I'm going to play around with this for a little bit. So here's something else I found out playing around with it. Look at that. Spring-loaded trapdoor. So that goes in there, but then you can take it out, and then you can plug that into different areas. So there's a lot of different options. This is one I would recommend using, you know, definitely the instructions on, because, you know, look at this. These open up. Little guns in there. That's kind of sick. I mean, there's a lot of little things. Like this, I just thought of myself. It's not as heavy, so over time it won't hurt the robot, but he still looks cool with that. That like dual laser sword. Whatever you want to call it, but... So I just thought of something too. So the cool thing is this thing, the end of the gun that I took off self-seals. So there's no open or awkward parts. You still have these. So if you're not into displaying the guns, I've just thought about this and I wanted to share it with you guys. You could take this, cover up some of the holes. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe something like that. But I'm going to figure out something to have this incorporated on there, because this thing, this could look sick. And it's not too much. Shows that he can fly a little. I don't know. This guy's coming together pretty good. I'm glad I got him. I don't like the blue and the red color one. This guy looks cool. So this piece here, you even have like almost an extra backpack slot. So you can pull this off, and there you go. I mean, look at this. These can even move. That's awesome. So a side note here. I was trying to pull this out and check out the articulation on this nub. And when I did, it doesn't seem to be glued on, but this kind of popped right off. And there was no sign of any glue marks or anything, so I'm sure it's able to come off. So if you want to get the most articulation out of this thing, you can scooch it out, pull it out, and get it to bend. It's not a 90 degree, but that's as far as you're going to get it. This is metal, so you don't have to worry about it breaking, which is awesome. You're going to get more range of motion. You can't go that far with this clip on because it hits it. I've tried. Oops, sorry. This goes like that. Actually, it doesn't hit the clip off. I had a problem with the other one. I don't know. Maybe I put it on back on wrong. But anyway, yeah. So that way it'll go up. I hate the way these things look on the shoulders, so I'm going to show you what I did. Again, this is the fun about Moshow. So I put one of the shoulder pauldrons. I took that plastic piece off because that wouldn't allow me to do it. Now, if you're going to go back, it goes through the backpack a little bit. So if you're going to have them in a huge dynamic pose, it's going to get in the way. But this thing, I think it looks cooler kind of with it on the back there. They only have stubs sticking out. A lot of these things, let me show you something. A lot of the connectors have a stub out, just like this piece has a stub out, okay? So the thing I hate is that you're limited where you can put these pieces as far as I'm concerned right now. Because you can't put it on here and then like kind of have it on the backpack on an arm. You have to just stick it into something. So with that being said, again, you're limited on what you can do with these things. And I really don't care for them, but I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to make the most out of the accessories. So that's a little thing. I'm just playing around with it now. I'm getting some different looks. I'm showing you guys as I'm going. I'm just switching it up a little bit here. You know, these arms here, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of options you can do, but at the same time, you're restricted with a lot of the options just because some things don't have corresponding holes. Because again, they want you to do it kind of their way, which is fine, but I'm trying to go off grid a little bit and create my own thing. And by the time this guy gets done, I want him to look like, you know, almost like a whole different figure. He does look good, though. The paint's nice. The backpack aesthetic, though, it doesn't really go with what I'm doing. But I want him to hold the sword. I just don't want him to have another sword in his back, kind of like the rest of the guys. So I'm trying to switch up my display just a little bit. The backpack really doesn't bother me. I'm going to keep going with it and see what we come up with. Again, just so you know, I tried to turn this around, and this thing... Oh, okay, it's not that bad then. Maybe I could put it like that. I don't know. I think it looks better this way. I mean, if I could put it as a backpack, that would have been really cool. Put this thing as a backpack and maybe have the arms coming off of it. I mean, I can't even stick them onto here because there's no room for it. I would be able to normally probably take the arms out. I'm trying to work on something. This is one look. There we go. I took the blades out just to make it easy to spin for now. Okay. Something like that. Or I can reverse this. I can take the longer arms, move the jetpacks down here, and put these more on the back. I'll switch it up and I'll show you. What's nice about these have all, you can twist them, they bend, they have joints, so you can get creative and get things out of the way, position things a lot nicer with these, even though they don't look as cool as that, because it doesn't have like that detail on it, you know? But we'll make it work. I've been playing with this thing for a while. I mean, it's just really cool. There's like just little stuff, little hidden compartments. Look, this peg on the backpack, close it up, gone. This is the way I'm going to rock them, with the ass cheeks. It actually looks pretty cool. I really, you know what? I'm actually really happy I got this one. I hate the blue and red original color one. I do not like that. This one here is cool. I've been playing with this, like I said, for a while. Off camera, just trying to figure it out so I can put it together and show you guys. So I ended up going with this setup here. It was the less intrusive. And I'm like, you know what? Who cares if he has a flying backpack on? Because I'll tell you this much. Even the Dinobots, Autobots, they needed their one flying guy. It seemed like, you know, not to get into too much Transformer lore, but the Decepticons always had like an advantage because they could fly, get places, and then it's like when Autobots got that one or two flying buddy, it seemed like, wow, all hope is not lost. So when it comes to the Moshow collection, which I'm going to show you guys a comparison in a second, he's going to be the flying guy. I didn't put the guns in because I didn't want him too tall, too high. I want it like that, you know. He has a nice backpack. He's nice and tight looking. He's going to have his sword. It looks good. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to give you, you know, show you this. I'm going to hook him up with the sword. We're going to do a final look here. Again, I'm not going with the middle part just because it's, you know, it's a little less heavy for him to hold. I would use it if I wasn't going backpack mode. But here he is. Boom. Like, share, subscribe. And you can see the color variation. We got like a navy blue here. He's more of a black for sure. And if you compare him to the Date, they're a little more... He's more of a gray hue, blue, dark blue hue. And he's more of a black, I'd say. But yeah, they're all different. Even though they're the black versions, they're all different. I didn't want to get, you know, they were coming out with a lot of black ones, and I'm like, I didn't want the collection too dark. But if you look at it, it looks pretty good. There's the Moshow cabinet. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out. Thanks for watching.